Hey, welcome to another shave. I'm Billy, and I've been thinking about this Simplexity idea, or the idea of like simplicity and complexity and how they are kind of, I don't know, they're part of each other, they're intertwined, they're separate, but together. I don't know. Maybe I'm just probably overthinking things. But anyway, today's shave, as selected by my complexity element, my spreadsheet, is my Yaqi double open comb. I'm going to be using a lowered platinum blade, and it's already loaded. Well, sorry, I've already put the blade onto the top cap, and I'm using my synthetic brush and Zammu soap by PantaRei. I've used this a couple times before. It's got a nice kind of licoricey scent, or anise seed, or I don't want to say anus, but it's I don't think it's anise either. It's anise, I guess. But anyway, we put this razor together. If you've never seen this razor, it's very interesting. It might look really aggressive to you if you don't know about it, because it's got open comb top and bottom. But the idea here is that as you're shaving soap and water and stuff will get trapped up in the top of the head. Well, in the head, and as you rinse, hopefully it works better if you rinse in a bowl. Some of that will get trapped inside the head, and then it can be released as you're shaving. So anyway, I've already put on my Proraso white Preshave. I think this lather looks pretty good, right? I'm doing the warm lather thing with my copper bowl inside my ceramic bowl with hot water in it, and now this one becomes my rinse bowl. So let me just, you know what? Maybe I should get a sprayer. Let me just freshen up the Preshave and warm up a bit more. So anyway, I hope you're all doing well. So I was thinking a little bit about this simplicity, complexity idea today. Oh, that's nice and hot. It's actually warmer than usual. I must have got to it sooner than usual. You know, life was once very simple, right? You kind of lived in nature. You were part of nature. And you didn't have to make a lot of decisions, but to get ordinary stuff done might have been a lot of work. And then introducing a little bit of complexity in one aspect of life made other aspects of life much more simple. So this is the idea that's been kind of like in between work and other stuff. This is the idea that's been stuck in my head all day, is that complexity is not all bad, right? It enables you to do things. And it's not even really about balancing simplicity and complexity. It's about making sure the right things are just complex enough to bring more simplicity to other aspects of your life. I got to think about this some more. But anyway, I really like this razor, and it's on so this is a Yaqi double open comb head called the Yaqi Mellon, Mellon, and just a kind of generic Yaqi handle, and the lowered platinum blade. And I don't know if I said it, it's a second use blade. Let's go. Wait, no, I'm not doing that shave anymore. I'm doing this shave, and I'm doing kind of, that's the balance point. I'm going to do kind of the zero pressure deal. And I can't remember who it was, but somebody commented on the channel that I should talk about beard mapping and how that affects, how you choose to shave. Might have been Cosmic Rookie. So after the first pass, I will put up a picture of me from a couple of years ago, like the scruffian, the former scruffian, before discovering double-edged, safety razors and double-edged blades, where I had some growth, and you'll be able to see how my beard actually grows and why this pattern makes sense, more or less, because I tend to do 2-pass shaves only, or I should say most of the time. Because I don't chase the BBS most of the time because my face can't really take it. But I'm going to rinse in this rinse bowl, right? And so there's probably soap and water in there. And did you see that water just drop out? It lubricates the shave. It provides extra. So this is another case of where making a razor head slightly more complex, I don't know if it makes things simpler, but it enables things that weren't possible or didn't work as well before. So with that extra water and stuff in the head, more water can drip out as you're shaving. So, yeah, that feels like it was a really reasonable first pass. So let me just, oh yeah. And the combination, again, it's like yesterday, the combination of the soap and that Proraso Preshave makes for great residual slickness that you can just wake up by putting a little more water on. So I'm going to put up a photo from a couple years ago of my face. You'll notice I look a little thinner then. It is pre-COVID, but I can't blame my weight gain completely on COVID as much as I'd like to. But I don't know if you're interested in like kind of like that idea of beard mapping, maybe pause it and take a look at the way, right, all this stuff grows, right? Because my beard tends to grow here. It tends to go kind of straight down. Here, it kind of is down and then out and then down and then out like this. And then down here, it kind of grows to the sides a bit, but also angled a bit downwards, right? And then it's straight down in the middle. So shaving straight down for me kind of ensures that I'm going both either with or across the grain or kind of diagonally across the grain, but not against, right? Whereas if I shave up, if I just shave straight up, I'm also going across the grain, but across and maybe against, right? So for a 2-pass shave, I figured that's a pretty good compromise. It simplifies my life anyway. Man, this soap smells awesome. I kind of want to eat it. Even in the tub, I wanted to eat it. Oh, I should show you that. So it kind of looks a bit like a mousse. It's a little harder than a mousse, but as I was spooning it out, I took every fiber of my being to keep myself from taking a bite. You ever get that feeling? It's like, oh my God, this shave soap smells so good. I just want to chow down. I haven't tried it yet. Luckily, I've been able to stop myself. So you might not know PantaRei. I think PantaRei is actually a brush company, and they had this soap either made for them or formulated for them by Chunfeng Sing, I think, which I think you can find. I don't know who that is, right? But I have seen other soaps with that name on it. Let me put a little water back in. But it is a nice lather. There's not too many ingredients in the ingredient list, but the lather is actually very nice. It's not tallow based. All right, now for the upwards pass. I'm not sure if the double open comb thing is as effective when you're going upwards, because any one of those coming out is actually going down. But if you do any buffing at all, this is supposed to be a great design. And it's called the Mellon head because the guy that designed this, or came up with this idea, well, his last name was Mellon, M-E-L-L-O-N. I can't remember his first name. Maybe Andrew or something. But this is one of my top 3 razors. My first, so it's the last one I would let go, is my Gillette 1969 Gillette Super Adjustable, which can go from super mild to, well, supposedly hyper aggressive, but I don't know. I haven't tried it on its highest setting, and I don't think I ever will. Well, I don't know. I get dumb sometimes. I might at some point. And second, used to be the Mercur 34C, which has been supplanted by the Henson Mild version 2. Wait, why am I brushing water out of there? I mean, not brushing, shaking water out. Man, this is super slick. Feels good. And this, I really like these Lord blades. They were my favorite at some point. To be honest, I'm not sure what my favorite is now. And you know what I've been discovering, or I'm keep reaffirming to myself, is that favorite blade changes depending on what razor you're using. But the Lord Platinum in this razor is really nice. So that right there is pretty much pure against the grain. Now, these Lord blades are pretty sharp. I wouldn't say they're the sharpest, but they're pretty sharp, sharp enough. And smooth. This blade, being one of my favorites in the past, probably had a lot more to do with its smoothness than its sharpness. Oh, I just got home from work a little while ago, so I did not take a shower before this. I had my shower in the morning. I'll probably take a shower tonight before I go to bed, but I just put on some, I just washed my face and put on some Preshave and let it sit for a bit. Did the hot towel thing. So yeah. Second pass done. And you know what? I want to do a little bit of touch up down there. I didn't yesterday, but I'm here, and this soap, this combination's working out nicely for me, so I'm going to go ahead and do it. This wasn't always possible for me. Takes a really slick soap and mild, smooth razor and blade for me to do this. And this is working out nicely. Oh yeah, good. Just what I needed. So, returning to the idea of simplicity and complexity, when I look at my own life, I think about, I love for things to be simple, but I have made certain things very complex. I've made them very complex, but I have not gained any simplicity back anywhere. And I think that's the problem. If you're going to make one thing complex, it needs to simplify something else. And ideally, the payback would be greater than one, right? It's not just one for one. If you add a ton of complexity in one place and only get like half simplicity back. I know this is like theoretical sounding and abstract, but basic idea, if I add a ton of complexity here and it just makes this one thing just a little bit simpler for you, well, I guess it depends on how important it is to you, how much of a pain it is, but the balance has to work out, which means you kind of need to you need to self-evaluate every now and then and think about what can I simplify? And if I make this one thing a little more complex, can I gain some simplicity over here where it really matters to me? I don't know. This is all really abstract, and I'm not sure I'm making sense. But I wanted to get these ideas out there. I know this is a shave channel, or so it's called, so I pretend. But actually, it's a form of self-therapy. Let's try out the alum. See how that feels. So for the most part, just a little bit tingly. A couple little zingy parts down here, especially where I did that extra bit. Yeah, but you know what? Overall, good. I'm happy. Check out this lather while we're at it. Yeah, nice. Very nice. Whoa. I dumped out my rinse bowl into the sink and I looked down and I was like, holy crap, that's a ton of whiskers. I think I can rinse off the alum now. So if there's anything I can leave you with from this video, it's maybe every now and then, if you feel like your life is getting out of control with complexity, take a look at where you've introduced that and why. Why did you make some things more complex? Because things change over time too, right? Maybe you did something a few years ago that made perfect sense, but then life changed. Your conditions, changed, but you didn't modify that complex thing that you added to your life. And now you're not getting the benefit of more simplicity or ease of life over here for all that extra complexity you added over here years ago. I don't know. It's random thoughts from, well, maybe I'm not insane technically, but there's technical and there's real world. But anyway, thank you very much for watching. I really appreciate it. If you liked the video, please like, share, and subscribe to the channel. And I will recite the 5 rules of shaving. They are: 1 blade, no pressure, quality lather, deft hand, be smart. This is the way. Thank you. Bye-bye.